Do you realize how powerful you really are? Do you know what it really means to know that you are the God of your reality? That you have the same divine nature, the same divine, whatever feels good to you wording is within you right here and right now in this moment? Do you realize that? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. I hope that's what you're doing. You better be doing that. You better be. If you're an HBIC, you better be doing it. I'm just saying. If you would like to work with me in any way, shape, or form, or join one of my sexy, sassy, saucy channel memberships, I encourage you to look in the drop box below. All that information is down there, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much. I encourage you to look at the Advanced Manifestors, my VIP group, because we're going to deep dive manifestation in that group, and it also gives you access to all the other channel memberships. And we have a channel membership specifically for success stories and tips and tricks. That's the exclusive lives. You will have access to that, and those groups are always off the chain. I talk about them in every video for a reason, because I want people to join, to be a part of the experience. It is such a fucking amazing community. It really, really is. It's a zhuzh every week. It's so encouraging. The success stories that come, oh my God, some of them, they zhuzh me so much that I get to the point, I'm like, I can't even talk. I can't even talk. I'm so happy. So if you like that kind of feeling, you like having those type of people around you, join the channel membership. All right, let's talk about knowing you are God. Now, if you're new to my channel, well, first of all, how you doing? I'm Kimberly, and I am absolutely obsessed with getting what I want and everything there is to know about manifestation. If you can handle this sass, I would love for you to subscribe and come back and see me. But maybe this is the first time you're hearing this, that you are God. That you are, in a sense, we could call it like a co-creator. First time I ever heard that was from an Hbic video. But a co-creator. Now, if you don't believe in God, insert the word you do, but you're a co-creator. That can sound confusing. I know it can. But what I mean by co-creator, I mean you are creating your reality or manifesting your reality with God. But the thing is, and this can really be confusing, is we're not necessarily creating anything because creation is finished. The idea behind all of this is awareness. So you're co-creating with God by choosing to be any version of yourself at any given moment throughout your day, your night, your life, the 24/7 kind of shit. You are placing your awareness on who you want to be. You're already doing this. You're doing this every single moment of your life. You might not realize that's what you're doing, but whatever you've experienced throughout your life or before, you saw this video, it was because your awareness was on the version of yourself that has those types of experiences. It's all based on your beliefs, right? So each version of you is the sum total of all of your beliefs, but each state is different, hence why we say versions of self. So you're co-creating with the I am, with God, the divine nature of God, not the Gandalf on the mountain kind of God that most of us grew up with from a religiously kind of a background. It ain't that. Oh, no, it's not that. But you taking your free will to focus or put your awareness on who you want to be, that's your co-creation with God. But that God that I'm referring to, again, use the words that you feel most comfortable with. Universe, higher power, source energy, moonbeams, your subconscious mind. It's here already. It's not something you need to ask permission of. It's not something you have to strive for. It's not something that has ever been kept away from you. It has been within you for eternity, for infinite. That sounds weird, but that's the truth. Because that's what God is, infinite, pure, unadulterated consciousness. And again, I want to make it very clear. I know in a lot of religious teaching, we hear that we are made in the image of God. And then that gets translated a little bit literally, a little bit logically. It's not about our appearance in the physical. It's talking about the essence that is within you. Maybe you call it your soul, your spirit. What is within you, the you behind the eyeballs seeing out to the world. That divinity, that is who you really are. Why I'm making this video today is because it's important to know that although you don't have to believe that you are God to manifest, when you actually really step into the belief, the knowing, the trusting that you are this divinity, that you are God, you are the I am, you will start to fear your 3D reality or your life a lot less. You will begin to step away from doubt, maybe not completely, but it will become easier. You begin to really see how you really are limitless and that you've had access to the infinite possibilities forever. So whatever it is that you are specifically manifesting, maybe you're a multi-manifester like I am, there is a version of you that already has everything, all the little multi-manifestations. There's a you that's experiencing it. It's not a separate you. They're not living their life in another reality separate from you. That reality is already created. It's just waiting for you to light it up, right? Your soul, your divinity, the I am is your light. And we're all experiencing that light. But it's with your free will that you choose where to put that light into, which version of yourself to light up. And I do really believe, especially because of my own experiences and my experiences with coaching other people, that when you finally accept that and really step into the knowing of who you are going to begin to see the evidences of it all around you, and the fear does tend to diminish. Not completely go away. You're still here to experience being a human and to experience the full range of emotions and feelings. But when you want to experience something, when you want to manifest something, anything, a specific person, money, whatever, health change of appearance, you name it, when you know who you really are and you've accepted it, you believe it, you know it with the internal knowing, you start to actually be able to believe that it's possible for you to have all those things. And the more you're into this knowing and acceptance of the I am, you definitely move past possible and step into the knowing it is done, knowing it will happen, it's yours. It's also a little bit easier to believe that, holy shit, this was always my birthright. This was always mine. Again, this isn't about beating anybody up for having doubts and fears. You're human. It's okay. I'm just saying, the more you're into this knowing of who you are, the less they come. And because some of us have been brought up with a heavy dose of religiousness, well, when you hear God, that your instinct is to think of the God you've been taught about. Like the Gandalf on the mountain, you shall not pass kind of vengeful God. Maybe you were raised with a loving God too, but I'm hoping that you're seeing like the difference between that is the feeling of separation from God. And that, when we have desires, a lot of people start their manifestation journey in that mindset of begging, pleading God to just give it to you, or begging and pleading with the universe. That's not how we were meant to pray. We don't have to beg or plead for anything. We have to give it to ourselves. And knowing that you are God is the best first step. The Bible itself tells you of your true nature. It tells you that you are divine. Let me read these scriptures to you. In Psalm 82:6, it says, "Ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High." And Luke 17:21, "The kingdom of God is within you." These verses aren't just metaphors, and a lot of us are taught that that's all they are. Metaphors. No. They're affirmations of truth. They're affirmations of your innate creative power. The I am, the universe, God, has been trying to tell you, trying to wake you up your whole life. I personally have had the experience throughout my life of recognizing that things I just thought showed up in my reality. And I can remember having those experiences as early as 11-ish years old. I started recognizing that I would just think of a song, and sometimes it would be like, oh, I haven't heard this song in forever, and boom, it shows up somewhere in my reality. And I remember consciously being aware of it. Now, in my little girl mind, I thought, oh my God, psychic! I'm freaking psychic! Just saying. Nothing against psychics. Nothing against psychics. I'm just saying. We all got that innate power within us. We all have the divine, and we have access to the infinite possibilities of anything, of any version of ourselves. So our whole life, if you've thought you've had to work hard for things, or maybe just some things aren't meant for you, so you gave up on that desire or that dream, I want this video to be the thing that wakes you up to, hell no. If something's on your heart and you want it, maybe you're already aware of the fact that you're manifesting something, but if you've ever shut something down out of fear it would never happen, no, wake that shit back up. Wake it back up. Let me just say, there are many things you can do to get your ass back on that bandwagon. First of all, if you would like to, in a sense, really connect with the I am, I suggest meditation. And not forcing yourself to, listen to a certain meditation soundtrack. I'm not saying anything like that. Neville Goddard suggests, just going to a quiet place, shutting your eyes and saying, I am. I am. You'll have some kind of an experience. Maybe not the first time, but with practice, you'll have an experience. I'm just saying. You can also affirm if you'd like. Affirm anything. I am a divine creator. I am a divine manifester. I am the I am. I am one with God. I am one with the energy of the universe. Again, you don't have to say word for word what I'm saying, but I'm giving you examples of how to connect with self. There are no limits to how you can connect. In other words, my examples are not the one way. They're just examples. I've said this before in a lot of my prior videos, but my life is a complete 180 from where I started my, manifestation journey. It's a complete 180 for the better. 100% the better in every area of my life. And when that understanding really came, that inner conviction, that inner knowing that I am God, I had my experiences of knowing that. I'm not saying I'm a perfect human, and I'm not saying I never have a doubt or a fear, but they don't happen like they once did. I know that when I desire something, that if I decide consciously that I am that version of myself, I know it will happen in reality. I don't chase or force outcomes in my 3D world. I'm asking you to stop doing that if that is something you've been doing. I allow and I do my best that no matter what I'm experiencing, I do give it the meaning that it must somehow, some way lead me to exactly what I want. And quite frankly, it always does. Again, I cannot stress this isn't about being perfection. Now that you know you are God or one with the universe, it doesn't mean that if you're aware of some flaws you may have, they're just beliefs. They're just beliefs. We're not meant to be perfect. We're meant to experience being a human. But we are meant to experience our desires. They are a promise. They are our birthright. And like I said earlier in the video, that the best first step is understanding the who you really are and that divine connection. You are a divine being. We all are. And we're all connected to that infinite, the infinite possibilities. So when I say you can experience anything you want out of life, I mean that literally. I start my videos with mostly the same phrases every single time. Well, mostly in every single Kimberly. I tend to start my videos with, hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy, Hbics. I don't say that because, ooh, what a cool jingle. No, I started saying that because I believe that. I believe we are all flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy. I believe that. I've accepted that for myself. Please understand that being flawless, being limitless, I don't necessarily mean that I'm a perfect being. I'm a perfect human. No, I can make mistakes. Not very many, of course. But I can make mistakes. I can emotionally react to my reality. But at the end of the day, I do return to my knowing that I am God and that I am, with my free will choice, I am choosing to be the version of myself of whoever I want to be. And I comfortably know that that means something. That's not just a bunch of empty words. I know that it is completely influencing the world around me. And I'm inviting you to do the same. I'm inviting you to connect to your own I am. Connect to your inner self. And I'm telling you, you are limitless. You are already exactly who you want to be, but maybe your awareness isn't on that self yet. And I invite you to do that as well. What do I mean by that? I mean, think of a sun, the center of a sun, like a little kid would draw a sun with the sun rays. That center, that wholeness is who you are as God. It's who you are. And all the sun rays is every single version of you, but they're infinite. It's infinite sun rays. You are always that center of the sun, always. So therefore, you are always every version of yourself. Don't try to interpret that literally. You are always all of those versions. But your awareness, your flashlight, your inner flashlight, can only see one at a time. So If you're not experiencing the life you want, I ask you, where is your light shining? Is it on being the version of yourself, experiencing a reality you're not loving? Or are you taking that step to claim that you are the version of yourself that is experiencing your dreams and desires? You're experiencing the fulfillment. You are experiencing joy in every area of your life. You choose what words feel best for you. But I invite you to do that and to surrender your 3D, to allow it to unfold. Don't give things negative meanings. Try to see your world as always taking care of you, always moving you to your desires, because it is. You might not be able to make sense of a shitty situation, but it's not your job. The only thing we've ever been asked to do is what? Ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. How do you ask? You know what you want to experience, and you focus on being that version of yourself. Believe that what you're experiencing is bringing you to it. Again, even if your logical, literal mind cannot interpret what's happening out and around you, it doesn't matter. You choose it anyway. You are God. You are the I am, or the universe, higher power, source energy, moonbeams, goddess. I don't care what word you use, but know that you are connected to the infinite. So stop limiting your damn self. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.